The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, November 18th. Tease that Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, will lose his cool. He's been deeply concerned about Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, desire to get custody of Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samiri, and he's stated on several occasions that Hope will never succeed. But on Monday's episode, Ridge will learn that Hope indeed got her way and that Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, signed the papers allowing her to become Douglas' legal mother. Don't forget that the regular Bold shows that were meant to air Wednesday, November 13th and Friday, November 15th are preempted, so Wednesday's show airs Thursday and what was planned for Thursday's show airs Monday. It looks like Ridge will come after Hope with everything he's got. But there will be a lot to the story that he won't know. He'll have no idea what went down at Forrester Creations after Thomas signed the adoption papers, and that Thomas fell into the vat of, supposedly, hydrofluoric acid. Of course, Hope will still be feeling horribly guilty about the incident.
And there's a large part of her that would like to confess to what happened. However, it looks like she won't. Or perhaps she won't have the opportunity to confess.
Given that Ridge is going to be ranting and raving about how Hope manipulated Thomas into sharing his son. In fact, Hope may not be able to really get a word in edgewise.
Steffy and Liam certainly agree that Kelly and Beth should spend plenty of time with each other. And it looks like they'll spend some time discussing this on Thursday's episode.
According to BB Spoilers, they'll share a tender moment together and vow to continue to spend time together as a family.
Of course, much of the togetherness that Liam and Steffy have shared lately has been the direct result of Hope having been wrapped up in trying to get joint custody of Douglas from Thomas.
One wonders whether the nice steam family moments will continue once Hope isn't so wrapped in the Thomas drama. Although given the situation that Hope now finds herself in,
she'll probably be busy dealing with her guilt and working with Brooke Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, to figure out how to cover up Thomas' supposed death.
and he's focusing on the future rather than looking to revisit his past roles. I think all of the stories I've been a part of have reached very great endings.
He tells TV Insider, "Like on How I Met Your Mother, I loved playing James.
But the show came to a wonderful ending and I feel like James' ending was wrapped up." The same holds true for his role as Dr. Reese Buckingham on The Bold and the Beautiful.
"That was a great moment and I did it for a specific reason in that time," he explains. "They say you never say never. So I won't say never.
But I have no plans to return because I feel it wrapped up and people loved it. You can never recapture the thing people liked the first time." Brady's also devoting time to his music. From a new project at the beginning of 2020 to finishing up a run in Freestyle Love Supreme on Broadway. I'm creating music all of the time on stage and in front of people, off the top of the head, and it's improvisational and it's funny. But it's also really real music, he says. As for his thoughts on the multiple singing competition shows on TV, he's all for anything that gives talent a chance to be rewarded instead of just straight-up reality show nonsense. He adds, I think too many people in show business are rewarded for not being talented. They are rewarded for their own personal story and for being crazy, as opposed to, hey, you actually have a talent. On Bold and the Beautiful today, Charlie and Jake reassure their boss. Ridge wonders where Thomas is, and Hope wants to confess. At Forrester Creations, Ridge adjusts a gown on a model. Steffi enters the office and admires the design. Ridge advises it's one of Thomas, and Steffi teases the student may be catching up with the master. Steffi remarks on the lethal acid, as Jake insists they'll be done soon. Ridge doesn't want anyone getting hurt.
Back in the office, Steffi rants about safety as Ridge reassures her. He swerves back to Thomas and is concerned Hope will push him until he signs the paperwork.
He leaves Thomas a voicemail. In Brooke's living room, Hope paces and flashes to Thomas falling in the van.
She texts him a fifth unanswered message. After, Brooke joins her, mentions Douglas being at school,
and moans about the hydrofluoric acid. Hope doesn't want to discuss it, but repeats that she killed Thomas.
Liam enters. He's settled Beth with the babysitter and is heading out. He notices Hope's demeanor and asks what's wrong. Liam wishes she'd woken him earlier as he wants to know what happened with Thomas last night. Liam still senses Hope's not okay but leaves. Hope tells Brooke she can't lie to Liam. She intones, Thomas isn't going to be a problem because he's dead.
And I'm responsible. She panics that nobody knows yet and wonders how she'll show her face at work.
Brooke assures her they'll get through this and they embrace. Hope worries Douglas will never forgive her. He'll never see his father again because of her.
Brooke reminds her she was trying to protect Douglas and what Thomas did was sick. Hope has to understand how everything went wrong and goes through the night's events again.
She falls apart again. He's gone. Mom, and I pushed him. Brooke's scared too, but they must figure out what to do.
Hope retorts the guilt is eating away at her like the acid. She decides she needs to confess to Ridge.